This segment is sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
All right, guys, I just want to let you know we're going to open up our phone lines now, so give us a call, 615-737-7767, and we'd love to hear from you if you have a question for one of these fine folks up here tonight, or just want to talk a little hunting or fishing or any other questions. Make sure you give us a call. So, but until we get some calls, we were just in sniper position. We've got elk down here. Obviously, here is our bull elk that came at the end of the 7-day hunt, and so now you've got elk in front of you. Kind of how did it go from there?
Like I said, we had heard it, and so I said, bugle, bugle. So Jason here bugled it in, a beautiful bugle, which we practiced that on Zone 6.
But, we had a lot of time to bugle.
Yeah, we were trying to bugle one up. I almost know how myself. So he bugled it. The next thing we know, I mean, it happened so fast. It was just like a movie. I'm not exaggerating that. And
well, we were sitting there watching, and like she said, it's exactly right. It was just breaking day, and we saw a big elk and a smaller elk going from left to right. And I thought it was a cow and a calf, and I believe, looking back on it, it was this guy right here in one of those 3 or 4 points. And he went, but she had just hit the cow call, and they were going back to their bed, what we think. And like she said, try to bugle, and I said, well, I will, but I don't know what's going to happen. As soon as we did, he hammered back. I mean, it's just like turkey hunting, you make that call and there you go. He hammered back, and then we sat there for a little bit. And I tried it again, and tried to sound like a young bull, and he cut me off, and he was coming at that point, and he walked out of the woods about 250 yards away, and she had a gun that'd make the shot, and I knew she could make the shot, and here he came, and he come walking across this field, and it was a thing of beauty, man.
Looked like a movie, huh?
It was. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better.
Now, before he come back out, I cow called twice. I cow called twice. Yeah, and he come back out anyway, and like he said, and he got real excited, and I said, "You're like my husband," and he's just so excited.
How far was the shot?
I was excited.
How far was the shot?
Really, you're going to ask me that? Because that's in confrontation. I mean, that's like, I'm not quite sure. We said 150 yards, but it probably wasn't quite that far. You know how it is when you're excited and shooting. But I did keep my composure. I did not want to miss. And prior to this, they had really embedded in my mind that if we got one called up off of private property onto Zone 6, I had to put it down, and I had to shoot more than once because I couldn't have it. That's right, because I already knew that the people wouldn't have let me went and got my elk. So I hit him right in the Boilermaker and twice, and it was just exciting.
I can only imagine. One day I hope to be chasing them around in the hills of Tennessee myself.
Yeah.
I know that's got to be just from beginning to end, just for the excitement and the build up, and you guys getting that bull in the end. I mean, this isn't just some little bull. I mean, this is I know that I saw, and tell me if I'm incorrect. Was it 628 pounds? Is that the field dress weight?
That was the field dress weight.
I mean, that is a big animal.
Yes.
What about age? Did anybody ever they try to age them? Or?
Yeah, they are by the teeth, but I'm still waiting on that.
Okay,
Brad will let me know.
Brad thought it was, just looking at it, and I think he might have glanced in there, he thought he's guessing 6.5 right now.
Yeah.
So,
oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay, I hadn't
So, I mean,
heard
that's just, that's prime. That just shows you what comes out of all the effort that's put in by TWRA and the other organizations that get out there and do this stuff. I mean, because 6.5 years ago, they've been working with these elk for years. So I just love to hear the stories of the elk in Tennessee. It intrigues me to see it. We've got just a little video clip we'll show here in just a second. That'll be when you guys, now you went back and you got your husband, right?
Okay,
Before you went to get the elk.
Right. So I had called him, and actually, I'm gonna talk, Jason. The morning that I shot this, he was the only one that came out, right? Because the night before is when you seen the small ones, not the morning. It was like the movie that morning. He was the only one that came out, like for me. But yeah, so I put him down, and I called my husband. I was like, "Get up here, get up here, get up here!" And he's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And later he told us he thought, "Oh Lord, she shot Jason."
Just get up here.
Yeah, just get up here. So we waited.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go. She didn't want to go to the elk. She said, "I want to wait. I want to wait for Riley
That's a
to
special
go."
moment. I mean,
Yeah.
that's right. It really is.
Yeah, I
You'll see
wanted
that
to
in the
be with
video.
him.
It's
So
incredible.
Yeah.
Tyler, if we can we go over to that clip?
Oh my gosh, he's so pretty.
That's a big old
So big. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Yes, I was thanking the Lord for that.
So you were just a little bit excited, weren't
I
you?
was excited. I did not even know Jason took that video till later that day, and he sent it to us. So I was really tickled he captured that moment of me and Riley getting to see it at the same time and looking at him, because he's a beauty.
Now you're talking about thanking God. Now that morning, I know that you read verses. Yeah, I guess each morning it kind of sounded like to me when I was reading. And that morning you read Psalm 25:5. What was it about that verse that was kind of? I thought it was kind of neat in myself, just the fact that it spoke about patience and basically, wait on you. Here you'd waited 7 days, and not seen this animal, didn't know that he was there, and there he was. So
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. It is the way that we're blessed to get to what we do. So.
Yeah, we are, and everybody that knows me knows I don't have a lot of patience, but I have been taught not to pray for patience. But the Lord taught me so much through this. Just having these awesome people step up to the plate and help us out. It's just incredible. There's not a lot of people that would take off from work not knowing me from Adam and do what Jason done. Every time I called Rick, he was.
I was a phone a friend.
He was, and he helped us and told us things that he knew from prior years and everything. So, like I said, it was a team effort, and the Lord really blessed, and he showed up and showed out.
He did, didn't he?
He did.
I can't wait to see that when they get it done up at Wilson's.
Yeah.
And just see it when it gets put back together.
Yeah.
I just can't mention the persistence that she and Riley had.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it was weeks prior coming up to, and then when we got there, it was like every day it was getting worse. It was hot, it was dry, and every day it was like something else was stacked against us. And Kim and Riley just kept such positive.
And if you follow them on Facebook, you see the story play out. I mean, every day it's this is what's happening. Here's my journey, and
it's like you say, she stuck in there, stuck longer than anybody else, and
persistence pays off.
It worked out. I mean, this is one of them where everybody lives happily ever after.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this was, a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Worked out good.
The fun part of it and the cool part of it is that I got to experience 7 days of it.
Yeah.
We actually went a lot of places that was just absolutely gorgeously beautiful, wasn't it? And I said, it doesn't matter today. Today's not the day, because look what we're getting to see.
That's what you have to keep in mind too.
You do.
I mean, if you just go out there to shoot something, you miss what
the sunrise or the sunset.
What it's about. So you're right. If you had gone out and got one that first morning, I mean, that would have been great. But so many things you would have missed, and all the photos that I saw, just some of the neat things that you guys got to see. And that's what the hunt is about. That's the key. That's what we try to tell people all the time. It's not the kill. It's the hunt.
Yeah. And I told Jason, I said, I'm just treating this like it's my vacation, because it is a vacation. I mean, we got to experience highs and lows, just like Disney World.
Yeah.
We did.
We checked in probably every night,
Yeah.
every other night at least, and I literally, the night that you called her and said, "They're here, get here," Kim called me. She's out of bed. She's, I'm going. And it was like, you know, and then to get the call or the text the next day that said he's down. I got a text that said he's down. I literally, it was like I was there. I mean, this is the second time I've had my hands on a bull elk from Tennessee, and it literally felt like I was there with her on the journey. So
we have a caller here on line 1. We have Larry. Larry, how are you doing tonight?
All right, guys, how you doing?
Doing great.
That's good. I figured I watch y'all every Thursday night.
Well, we appreciate that.
And my question is, you know, you could let me know where I can find me some good hunting dogs. Mine getting a little long in the tooth.
Well, I mean, there's several good guys around that deal with them. I don't know anybody right off of hand. There is a gentleman in Ashland City. His name is Finch. I know that he sells some. Gil Finch does. But there's several guys. If you'll just kind of ask around in the community, where you could probably find someone that's got some good dogs.
All right.
I know how it is. I mean, you want to make sure you get the good
pass it on, that'd be okay?
I'm sorry?
If I could leave y'all my number and y'all pass it on, that'd be okay?
Yeah, sure. You can leave it with Taylor if you would like, and we'll see if we can get in touch with him for you.
Yeah, cause I love rabbit hunting, duck hunting.
I do too.
Rabbit dogs get a little long in the tooth.
When deer season's over, it's time to get after the rabbit. That's what I like to do every year.
Oh yeah, I love it. And I'm old. I'm retired now. And I enjoy it more and more now.
It's a lot of fun getting behind those dogs, and just the fun that those beagles have is worth going, whether you see a rabbit or not.
Me and my buddy, that's what we enjoy. We enjoy listening to the dogs when we do the hunting.
It's like music, isn't it?
Yeah, especially on a good hot trail.
It is. It is. Well, thank you so much for calling.
All right, let me give y'all my number before we leave.
Yeah, okay, leave it with Taylor when we switch you over, okay?
All right, thank you, sir. You enjoy the rest of the evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thank y'all for having a good program every week.
Thank you for watching.
Uh-huh.
Bobby?
Yo.
How are you doing tonight?
Well, I've been watching this show every night, and it's just getting. I'm gonna have to quit watching it. It just keeps getting boring, worse boring. I ain't gonna sit up and watch it no more. Y'all can't put on a better show than this. You know, you need to quit putting up.
Well, we hate that you
please
feel
everybody.
That way. I guess we can't please everyone. Thank you for calling. Well, guys, I'm sorry we were so boring tonight.
I'm sorry.
Kim, it was a good try.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah. You know, we have a lot of people that would disagree with that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for your calls.
Yeah.
So
I was fixing to say it was really bringing out the elk in 1999, bringing them back to Tennessee was because I'm amazed at how many people didn't know we had elk in Tennessee.
That's right. Still,
yeah.
I talk to people all the time that know I hunt.
They were like, where did you kill an elk? You know, so just getting the word out and just educating people even more about the harvest of the elk here.
Right. Well, we're going to go over and do this week's tip of the week. This week's tip of the week is being brought to you by Davidson Farmers Co-op. They've got all sorts of sales going on down there all the time. Go down there and see Miss Laura and the rest of the gang. Just right there on Dickerson Road, right off of Bradley Parkway. You can also give them a call, 615-860-4774. And this week's tips, what I kind of wanted to hit on as we were putting this show together, actually, and you were talking about finding these guys. When we're doing a trip, whether it be a hunting trip, a fishing trip, an excursion trip, if you're going somewhere that you're not familiar with, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody that knows, because you're going to have such a better trip, not just necessarily in success, but just if you have someone that knows more than you do, that's been there before, reach out to somebody, whether it be an outfitter if you're going out of state somewhere, just a friend that may know a little bit more about the area than you, or like she did, reached out to these guys. And you know, that can be, you know, it's priceless.
It is.
When
and
it comes down
meet
to
lifelong friends.
Yeah, you do, and you'll come out with some friends, you know, in the long run out of it too. So that's your tip of the week. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.